Super crazy story. It was reported on CNN, satanic child blank abuse, video ring busted, police say. Now this took place in Sydney, Australia on November 27th.
Police in Australia on an early morning raid, breaking down a door in a Sydney suburb and arresting the alleged 26-year-old ringleader of a group accused of being engaged in some of the most depraved criminal activity imaginable.
Police will allege in court that this international group were engaging in conversations and the sharing of material which depicted child abuse and the torture of children, involving symbols and rituals linked to Satanism and the occult.
A crackdown on an alleged international satanic child sex abuse material ring. In all, police arrested 4 men in and around Sydney, seizing multiple devices.
Police will allege in court that the initial examination of those devices has discovered thousands of videos depicting the abuse of live children aged between babies and 12 years of age. Amongst these deplorable images were also a number of videos depicting the sexual abuse of animals.
The suspects have all been charged with multiple counts of accessing or possessing child abuse content. They've been denied bail and are expected to next appear in court in late January. Australian authorities call the distribution of child abuse content a borderless crime that's growing thanks to the internet. They're working with other international law enforcement to help identify and rescue children shown in the seized content.
The fact that this monster tried to hide his face says it all. He's a sick and disturbing predator targeting a child's innocence. They're describing this terrible crime as a satanic ring, and somehow people still deny the spiritual warfare going on around us. The police released this statement. The abuse was particularly devastating in that they used symbols and rituals around it in the discussions that they were having about abusing children, she said. It had a very ritualistic overview. Now I'm gonna play a different clip reported from 10 News. Check this out.
4 Sydney men are tonight behind bars, charged with possessing and distributing what police are calling satanic child abuse material. Now, it's alleged they are connected to an international paedophile ring, using encrypted chat sites to exchange videos and discuss their sick fantasies. And a warning, this story does contain some distressing details.
They are nightmares brought into reality, realised as criminal acts and carried out to share with depraved like minds.
Thousands of videos depicting the abuse of live children aged between babies and 12 years of age.
From computers and drives belonging to 4 Sydney men after police kicked in their doors. Detectives say they'd been tracking their activity on encrypted websites and chat rooms where they accessed and discussed the abuse of children.
Symbols and rituals around it in the discussions that they were having about abusing children.
Cybercrime investigators worldwide flagged a rise in the discussion and depiction of satanic-themed acts. Here, Strikeforce Constantine was established to track links to a global network, using encrypted pages to share fantasies and recorded abuse. The reason police are so concerned by these groups and are sounding the alarm isn't just an increase in offences involving satanic symbolism, it's the threat of the observational becoming physical. These dark pursuits, like any serious drug, drive a need for a stronger fix or a bigger high, and that increases the threat of these abhorrent acts being carried out on Australian victims.
We were concerned about any children that these people may come in contact with.
So they moved on 26-year-old Landon Germanotta Mills, taking the accused ringleader off the streets. His charges include making both child abuse and bestiality material available. 3 men he's alleged to have shared it with were arrested at one apartment block in Malabar. Now detectives are racing to find the victims of what was allegedly found in their possession.
Where they are and who they are so that they can be rescued from this.
Chris Campy, 10 News.
According to the reporter, engaging in these types of activities fuels the desire for a stronger high. Just like the reporter said, these actions create a craving for more, and sin works the same way. Once we feed it, our desires only grow stronger, pushing us to seek a more intense type of high. Sin is never satisfied. Every time we give in, it whispers for more, twisting our desires and leaving an emptiness that only grows. This predator's dark obsession grew unchecked, and in the end, the sick fantasy he indulged became his downfall. Ignoring sin and leaving it unchecked in the beginning allows it to fester. Facing it early is the only way to prevent it from controlling us. I pray these victims are safely recovered and reunited with their family. God bless.